with the guy. But unfortunately, when you go into sexual situations and you experience anxiety releases a hormone called cortisol that restricts blood flow.
Right.
So a lot of guys are struggling and they're fine, but once you get in your mind, I have a problem, and you get that performance anxiety or whatever, if nobody really explains it to you, you're done.
And reading the book, listen to the book, and I think that's where you started at a young age already.
Wanting to.
Being afraid. So, and that's why I'm saying this book can prepare a mom how to raise her son.
Exactly.
Because one, you don't want to start off with insecurity, because as a guy, you have to start fucking a whole bunch of people to get into your groove when you're growing up. That just comes with nature, and just the whole thing of when you tell a girl, save yourself, but the guys got to go get their notches on their belts so they can.
But how come some of the guys with the most partners are really bad in bed?
Because they got egos.
Well, they're selfish. They're selfish lovers usually.
Well, no, I can explain it to you. So most men figure out sex, like I mentioned, through porn.
Right.
And through masturbation. Right? So if you think about it, masturbation is a selfish act. It's your own pleasure. So
you got that right.
So you have a lot of men that they go into sex with a masturbation mindset. So they're just masturbating.
Women don't. So it's crazy that guys do.
It's a natural urge that starts coming into your body. So some way or form, either you kind of know sexually automatically, or you learn it from something. However, but that's a natural thing that starts happening in your body. So then you start getting inquisitive and experiencing and curious, you know.
Well, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying masturbation is a bad thing. I'm talking about your focus.
That's where it all starts. But I mean, unless, somebody starts someone.
Like, were a cousin personal? Were you molested? Did anything happen to you that you think maybe just triggered the anxiety and also maybe made you feel like you needed to be this type of, person as an adult? Like, I'm going to be the man. I want to be the best sexually.
Well, I think, it's a story in my book, Whack Dick Will, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's what did it. When I saw my friend lose his virginity and then be criticized about being a bad lover. And I was still a virgin at the time, and that created a whole pressure on me because I didn't want to go through what he went through.
Well, his mom wasn't around to say, baby, you got to do it again and keep doing it again. Like the first time.
You're a different kind of mom.
It ain't going to work, maybe, but you got to just keep and figure it out. I mean, that's how sex is. Like, when you're a girl, the first time you're giving head, you don't know how to give head, so you got to do it a few times. So then you know how to start giving head. Or maybe
I'd ask an older lady
or aunt or somebody gets a banana, or you end up watching a show or porn. But yes, I remember when we were all young, 12 years old, 13-year-old, skipping school and all of that. And it was the pornos that start kind of educating us. Yep. And you talked about that, how you're watching pornos and then now you got to stand up against what these pornos is doing.
Yeah, that's your imprint.
And that's another mental fuck up.
That's your imprint.
Because that stuff's not real.
Yeah, it's not real. But, I mean, it just says, because what it does say in this book, men are very visual.
Yeah.
And very thought, like, am I pleasing this woman?
Yeah, some men, right? Some men, like
don't
you said,
some
either a man's gonna go into it like almost with a competitive mindset to do his best, or some guys, I don't care, I'm just getting mine. And then another thing is, I'm blaming you guys for bad lovers.
So
okay,
I hear you. It goes both ways. I agree. However, I feel like women are always catering to the man. In fact, when women watch porn, they're looking at the girl to see what she's doing to the guy. I don't think guys are looking at the guys to see what you know what I mean?
Like, the guys are looking studying. At the girls.
They're just watching to get aroused.
Yeah.
Whereas women, we are trying to study. We're trying to learn what are the tips and tricks. And
when you're young.
When you're young. But I'm saying, or when you watch it in general.
And then when you want to learn, you watch all the time and be like, oh, okay, let me try that. Mm-hmm. I mean,
but I'm saying that to say, I feel like guys just watch it to watch it and enjoy it. They're not learning. They're just like, to me, I just feel like, because then they would look at what the girl
they were
is
watching it to
liking.
learn.
No, we're learning too.
Yeah.
We're learning too. That's what makes us bad lovers, because we just try to mimic what the porn guy does, and that doesn't necessarily mean you're actually giving pleasure.
Well, yeah, that's true too.
Yeah,
you're right. Also, not communicating, which is something you mentioned, which I appreciate towards the end of the book, because that's important too. But I feel like a lot of guys,
just in relationship wise, it's always good to communicate.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get in it. Let's get in it, because this nigga was talking some shit.
Yeah, you were.
Like, I just love the way he was like, Dick Harry this one, and she was like, come on, Poppy, bring the dick with him. So the part,
and I'm Dominican, so I'm kind of offended. No, I'm kidding.
So yeah, she was getting upset on some parts, but that part where the Spanish girls, they was going crazy, and they stuck the shit on your head.
That was hilarious, though.
And he was like, the unicorn dick unicorn. I love it. Tasteful words. Your words were so tasteful how you did it. But I was like thinking like, oh shit, he's about to start like jamming it in them.
That's what I thought was about to happen. I was like, is he going to fuck them with the head?
Went back into being real. I love just how you would make a joke and go into it, but then you would come back into your reality of how you were feeling, and like, these bitches played me, fuck them.
Speaking of that, I liked the beginning when you talked about when you first started stripping and they knew who you were based on your high school sweetheart. Have you heard from your high school sweetheart since the scandal, the Diddy, or anything since in the book?
No, I haven't. I mean, after that incident, I want to say she might have circled back years later on some cool stuff or whatever, but by that time...
Like when you were on the reality show, or...
No, even a little bit before that, just with me in the dancing business, she circled back, because I got really, really popular. But, by then, I'm not
You're interested.
Over it. In that part where you got into the business because of the girlfriend.
Yeah, you were like, I'm going to show you.
Right, I'm going to show you, but then she ends up trying to find you and not even. But that connection, was there a real connection there where you guys were actually dating, and then she went off?
I wanted to marry her. It was that. We were living together. I was the young guy, like, looking for the ring and all that. I thought that was going to be my wife.
So during that time of looking for the ring, you decided, okay, I'm going to be a stripper to get her attention?
No, after they broke up.
She dumped me.
Okay.
But I was going to ask, the year you withstood her being a stripper, what was that like?
I mean, it was nerve-wracking, right? This is the love of my life. She decides she's going to be a stripper. I don't want her to be a stripper, but she's like, take it or leave it.
Did you go and see her
I'm
perform?
do it too.
Yo, I straight up and down, because she told me she was just a waitress.